And the starting group for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the power forwards position. And for New York, Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Towns in at the center, filling out the middle. So, Clark, as the season is drawing to a close, younger players might be feeling the mental fatigue of the totality of the season right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that. And that's where team leadership comes into play. Your veteran players, not only in words, but an example, can help young players properly approach this segment of the season. What they do and how they say what they say is really important for the older, more experienced guys to help the younger players navigate this stretch.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's Champagnie. Three-pointer, Fox. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And over the years, Fox has developed into a consistent three-level scorer.
Anunoby outside. Brunson against Fox. Shoots the three. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Brunson.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Vassell. Here's Castle. And they pick up 2.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. Oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
And the Spurs with possession. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Wembanyama. Count that bucket.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Pass to Anunoby. Brunson outside. Fires for 3. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And that one's good. Champagnie.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Now, Wembanyama, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Now, here's Anunoby. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. To end the run, Brunson no good.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Fox no good. Knicks trail by 5. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got his second basket of the game.
Bridges doing a nice job adjusting around the interior contact that time.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Brunson following the bucket by the Spurs. And it's Fox with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Hart with a screen on Fox. And here's Brunson outside. Offensive rebound. Bridges outside. That 3 off the mark. Spurs leading by 5. Now, here's Fox. 17 points in his last outing. Champagnie passes to Fox. Inside. And that one's good. Champagnie.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Took him no time at all on that one. Towns has got 8 points.
Not much you can do to stop his J when Towns gets into the rhythm.
Towns with the steal. Pass to Hart. Bridges outside. No good from outside. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 4-point game. Here's Champagnie. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against Philadelphia. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Hart finds Bridges. No good with the triple. Spurs leading by 4. 3-pointer, Fox. Bridges with the board. The Knicks shooting in his first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Towns, high post. Pass to Bridges from outside the arc. Bridges missing again.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Fox gets it to go. He's got 8.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Anunoby outside. Pass to Bridges. 5 on the clock. And the Knicks miss again.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Robinson's checked in for Towns. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for Stephon Castle. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Robinson passes to Bridges. Now Hart. Brunson scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
For one like Brunson, who really is vertically challenged, he's not a guy who's elevating a lot. You've got to have that floater in your game.
Outside, Fox. Floats it up for Wembanyama. And here's Brunson, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Hart kicks to Brunson. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Yeah, I like the way Fox uses his wire reframe there. I mean, even when he's getting knocked around and jostled about, he maintains control and still gets the job done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Clarkson comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Free throw good, Fox. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew. Robinson doing the dirty work. He's known for that. Sets the screen, finds a soft spot, and gets himself rewarded.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Three-pointer, and he's good on the three ball. Wembanyama has got 9.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. Shoots over Harper. It's good from the top of the key.
What a nice feel, good feel for the pick and roll. Clarkson sees his opportunity and capitalizes.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Now Harper. He's covered by Clarkson. And Harper the bucket on the assist by Wembanyama. And the Spurs lead by 10.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now, here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Great open look there. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Clarkson for 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 6th rebound on the night. Fox, no good. The Knicks shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Robinson a screen on Harper. Clarkson against Harper. Bridges for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges has got it back down to single digits for the Knicks. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look for New York. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for OG Anunoby. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Stephon Castle comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Spurs leading by 9. There's 1:38 left here in the opening quarter. Robinson against Wembanyama. A fader. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And Towns gets it to go.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Harper kicks to Barnes. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama high post. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Clarkson outside. Robinson dishes to Clarkson. And it's Alvarado in the corner. That's 3-pointers off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Bangs home the trifecta. Harper's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Castle against Clarkson. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
In the corner, Shamet with it. The three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's San Antonio. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. In it forward, we'll get to see Johnson and Barnes. Castle is out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the 5, down low. Here's Harper after New York gets the 3. Pass to Johnson. The 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you, Kevin.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Towns following the bucket by the Spurs. Back to Alvarado. Off target with his 3. Spurs leading by 10. To the right side. And here's Harper from the arc. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Johnson surveying the floor. Outside Harper. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Barnes. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Shamet. Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. Robinson passes to Shamet. Here's Alvarado. New York, no good that time either.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Castle, no one around him. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Landry Shamet. Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Fox comes in for Harper. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Anunoby outside. Robinson down low. He's covered by Cornette. They could use a bucket. It's blocked. Now Castle. He's got 8. A pass to Fox. And a miss there on the triple. Knicks trail by 19. On the wing, Bridges. Anunoby outside. Right side, Towns takes a 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Cornette kicks to Vassell. Driving to the basket. Count the basket. And the Spurs lead by 21.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Josh Hart, he's checked in for New York. And one thing we love about the NBA, Clark, the different styles the teams play with. So how important is pace?
I think it's critically important, Kevin, because the game is meant to be played at a fast pace. 24-second shot clock, 8 seconds to get the ball across the half-court line. And some teams really step on the gas pedal and try to play extremely fast. Others want to massage the pace. So I like the fact that there are different approaches to pace for the teams in the NBA.
Now here's Towns. He's got 11. And Towns throws it down.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by the Spurs.
Outside, Fox. Vassell sets a screen for Fox. Vassell outside. Shoots over Anunoby. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 19-point game. From about 16, and he connects with the jumper. Towns has got 15 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here's Vassell. Last game he had 13. And Castle now top of the key. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. Knicks trail by 17. Pass to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 8 rebounds in this game. Vassell, a screen on Brunson. Fox against Brunson. Fox passes to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Drains it from beyond the arc. Barnes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, Barnes is a good shooter from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's dangerous from out there.
Pass to Towns. Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark, and it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 16-4 run right now. To the wing on the left. Here's Wembanyama. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. 17 points in the game.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Nailed from three-point land.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Vassell outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. Brunson the pass to Towns. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The Knicks shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Brunson kicks to Towns. The rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Now Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Here's the 3, and the Spurs another 3. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
And a big man who moves like a guard, Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Hart outside to stop the run. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here's Anunoby. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. He gets that one. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Creating space with that quick, tight, efficient dribble. Excellent move by Brunson there.
Vassell outside. The tray. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Here's Brunson. Bridges, no one around him. Here's Towns. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Towns has got 17 now.
Exactly what they needed from Towns. Using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Champagne's checked in. Fox passes to Vassell. Outside, Fox. From downtown, they grab their own miss. A 3 from Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hart's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Robinson passes to Bridges. 6 to shoot. And again, it's New York.
I'd like to see Mikal shoot more often from the mid-range. He's got a nice stroke.
Vassell outside. Here's Champagnie. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And the shot goes in.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Bridges with it. 9 points in the game so far. Shoots a fader. The shot will not fall. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Spurs out in front, opening up a huge gap. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. Second half of the game right after this.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the New York Knicks.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
Let's take a moment now and swing on over to the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference.
Checking out New York. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're getting back to the action with the third quarter ahead in this Mother's Day broadcast of the NBA. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
We've got Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And San Antonio shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Here's Champagnie, defended by Hart. Wembanyama passes to Champagnie. And here's Vassell from the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
And the Spurs with possession here, following the score by New York. Anunoby with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. Pass to Hart. New York moving it around. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the basket by Castle.
And it was Wembanyama who got it rolling after deftly getting a hold of the ball there.
Fox against Brunson. Towns the screen. And it's Brunson missing. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back over to you.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
Looking to get it going. It's blocked. They retain possession. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 5 now.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Anunoby against Vassell. Wembanyama high post. Shoots over Towns. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Hart kicks to Brunson. Towns looking it over. Towns is doubled. Pass to Hart. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And it's 7 points for Josh Hart.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
And the basket by Vassell.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
This break gives us a chance to see the league's best fast break teams in the second half of the season. They've really ramped up the energy. Number 5, the Spurs.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Towns, the pass to Bridges. Anunoby in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Anunoby's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Here's Castle. 13 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Outside, Fox. And it's off from three-point range. Knicks trail by 21. Down low. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. Wembanyama outside. On the wing, Fox. And the 3 off target.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
San Antonio leading by 16. Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Towns. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. Bridges outside. Some nice passing by New York here. To the left wing. That's a 2 from Towns. And the Knicks good for 2.
Towns can carry your offense in a way most guys can't. We've seen this movie before.
Outside, Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 16.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Fox against Brunson. Anunoby outside. From outside, off the mark. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. It's an 18-point lead. Champagnie passes to Vassell. Outside, Fox. Count that one. He's got 18.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome getting good positioning close to the basket.
Brunson finds Anunoby. Towns for three. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the three. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Towns down low. Wembanyama on him. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. A pass to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Castle. 13 points in the game. Shoots from 12. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. New York's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Anunoby passes to Hart. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Now, here's Fox. 18 points for him. Pass to Wembanyama. And he comes up with the deuce. Wembanyama has got 27 points.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 7. Trying to get something going. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Katz is generally among the best in the league.
Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. And San Antonio also making a switch. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. And Towns drops them both.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time, and he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Nobody near Barnes. Good on the triple. Barnes has got 8.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Brunson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
San Antonio leading by 23. Clark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson has brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms of how good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he was great in college, and I knew he would be a good pro, but to be kind of a franchise player, that's more than I expected. Playoff runs in all 3 years for Brunson in New York. Boy, he's given the franchise a jolt for sure, and he's a joy to watch.
Robinson a screen on Fox. Back to Brunson. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Now we've talked Barnes is athletic, he's strong, but he also has good bounce, so he gets up fast to ram it home.
Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson from past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 5 assists in the game.
That's his second made 3, first of this half.
Pass to Castle. Barnes outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Barnes has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for San Antonio. Bridges outside. Robinson against Wembanyama. Out to Bridges. Shoots. And the Knicks good for 2.
You know, Bridges rarely forces things. That's one thing you appreciate about his game. He stays within himself and plays within the flow of the game.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. A difficult situation for New York. Robinson finds Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. Fires from deep. They get it back. And Robinson is right there.
Robinson knows his strength and great value is on the offensive glass. Got himself a hoop that time, too.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And a new group in for the Knicks. Diawara's checked in. Landry Shamet comes in for OG Anunoby. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. .106 left in the third. And here is Harper. 10 points for him. Pass to Castle. Clock at 6. Shoots over Clarkson. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Knicks shooting here about 46% for the game. Robinson, a screen on Castle. The shot from 20 feet away. To the wing on the left. Here's Alvarado. Pass to Shamet. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Throwing it down hard. Robinson was fully committed on that one.
Now Castle. He's got 13. Fires the 3. The shot misses. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Spurs out in front, just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Spurs, Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the center position. Here's Clarkson after the basket by San Antonio. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
The first one falls.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Here's Cornette. Vassell outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Clarkson for three. The rebound by the Spurs. Fox has got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Vassell on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. Vassell with it. Pass to Barnes. Three-pointer, Fox. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Yeah, very efficient. Can't get much better than that. And a guy who takes high percentage shots with his stroke, love his game.
Alvarado passes to Robinson. Left side, Towns. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And now it's up to 25 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Fox feeling it out a bit. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
And the Knicks with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 6th rebound on the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Big Cat says, take that.
San Antonio leading by 23. Outside Harper. Now, here's Vassell. He's covered by Shamet. No good there. The Knicks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Alvarado passes to Clarkson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. OG Anunoby's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And both free throws good for Clarkson. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Harper the pass to Fox. Shot clock at 6. Back to Harper. Shoots over Clarkson. And there's Harper. That's good on the assist by Fox. 14 points for Dylan Harper.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Towns, a screen on Fox. Brunson outside. Here's Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Spurs leading by 21. Outside, Fox. Here's Olynyk. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Olynyk's got his first points in this one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Brunson against Fox. Brunson kicks to Clarkson. New York moving it around. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Anunoby. After the basket by San Antonio. Doesn't go that time.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
And good that time. Champagne's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Bridges. Outside, Towns. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Olynyk the pass to Harper. Vassell against Anunoby. Harper wide open. It's good from long range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
For three, Bridges. And it's Fox with the rebound. Fox has got 6 rebounds here tonight over Brunson. Fox, no good. The Knicks shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Bridges outside. Drills the three-pointer.
From the moment he entered the league, Mikal Bridges has been knocking down threes.
Fox against Brunson. Vassell sends a screen for Fox. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Now, here's Anunoby. Jacks up a three, and again it's a New York three.
Wow, that was impressive. Anunoby basically forced it through that time, playing through contact impressively.
Hard, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And that one misses.
You know, for me, OG Anunoby is the definition, the epitome of a high-effort player. He gives you great effort all the time at both ends of the floor, and he's only concerned with impact and winning.
Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Runs in the pass to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. And the shot is good. Towns has got 14 points here in the second half.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Bryant, the bounce pass. Olynyk, a screen on Bridges. And here's Johnson outside. And that one, good.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
The Knicks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Olynyk with the steal. Bridges with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Towns, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
And Clark, is someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard, stay away from the snare of compare, and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
Spurs leading by 23. Olynyk, a screen on Brunson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's two really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Brunson finds Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Olynyk.
Yeah, you know, Towns is a big physical guy, rugged inside. He uses that size to draw the foul.
That free throw missing.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Good on the second free throw. Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think, would be helpful.
Now, here's Olynyk. Kicks it out to Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. That one goes in.
And nicknamed Big Body, Johnson doesn't shy away from contact, using that size and strength to gut through it.
Here's Bridges. Hart, wide open. He fires. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. 10 points for Josh Hart. Brunson against Harper. And Olynyk kicks to Johnson. Olynyk sets a screen for Johnson. Outside Harper. Barnes outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Knicks trail by 21. Pass to Brunson. Bridges outside. Hard against Barnes. Now Bridges, the three. Down it goes for three.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Johnson. Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for San Antonio.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.